Hello everybody, the name is not important. I am just a humble bard. Let me begin my story of treachery, deceit, and some more deceit. Let's talk about the wolf in sheep's clothing, so-called Lord British. We will disregard Book of Lore, the propaganda piece commissioned by the pretender. Very little is known about this man other than the fact that he used some occult magic to get to the world of Sozaria. Of course, he claims that he was fed up with the corrupt life in his own world, but here I have a doubt. How is it that he did not try to fix problems in his own world even though he tried to fix problems in Britannia? And why is it that no one knows his true name? Maybe he has a reason to hide it. He claimed to have committed many heroic acts, but I ask you, can you name me one? For I could not find any reliable source that has such story. He first met Shimino Saldassel, another swindler who somehow became a king. Dishonoring noble Princess Beatrix, he forever tainted his name. During this time Mondane, son of Wolfgang, king of Aklabeth, killed his father. Surely patricide or regicide has no justification, but at the same time certain races were quite persecuted in Britannia, gargoyles especially. Mondane gathered all the races with grievances under his banner. British the pretender attacked them and defeated them. He did not even give the defeated a quarter. He chased them to caves like wild animals. Not being satisfied with this, he sent knights to kill them even in the caves. He took over Aklabeth, and I know what you think. He did not crown himself as king, rose by any other name. Pretender concentrated all power in his hands, summoning another earthling to deal with Mondane. This one far nobler, mind you, but his actions resulted in disaster. Pretender's lands got separated from the rest of Sozaria. I suspect this is what British wanted all along. During Minax's apocalypse, he resided in Castle on Earth, forming Council of Survivors, meaning he stayed in a castle eating, drinking, and having fun while Stranger fixed the problem. When he came back to Sozaria, he encountered another problem. Isles of Fire rose, so again he summoned Stranger to take down Exodus. After all the problems were solved, he changed the name of our beloved lands to Britannia, imposing his will and exiling all who did not like the new rule. Many races once roamed the Britannia, but under Lord British, there was a place for just one, humans. He created a great council as if to give power to others, to hide his tyranny. But what is the point of sharing power is you exile all of the dissenters? I will admit that his virtue system affected Britannia positively. Even though there were many peers who gained enlightenment in many virtues, Pretender never even gained enlightenment in a single virtue. But of course he sent the Stranger to do his work, who became enlightened in all of the virtues and became the Avatar. After the Stranger left, the Pretender had another great idea. He sealed the dungeons and ripped Codex of Ultimate Wisdom out of the void, causing cataclysms in the underworld. British went down to investigate, leaving his friend Blackthorn on the throne. This expedition got all of his entourage killed, but somehow he himself survived. He was imprisoned by Shadow Lords, who also corrupted Blackthorn. And of course Avatar came back to fix all the problems. British appeared to him and gave him help, but why could not he appear to anyone else? Why did he not appear to Council or people of Britannia? All these questions appear unanswered, other than he did not care. He also gave Blackthorn an odd treatment, banishing him. But most of the Britannian citizens were corrupted by Shadow Lords. So, why banish only Blackthorn? Maybe Pretender was threatened by Blackthorn. After all, prior to Shadow Lords he was known as virtuous and kind man, not to mention a fair ruler with the noble blood. Gargoyles broke out from the underworld to regain their holy book, Codex of Ultimate Wisdom, which the Pretender stole. Of course, British summoned the Avatar to kill all the gargoyles. Avatar, being embodiment of moral virtue, however, forced British into peace with gargoyles. This angered the Pretender, but he still gave the gargoyles sit on the council. One sit would not affect anything in his council, and he would get more control over gargoyles. During this time, British granted Sir Cabras permission to build a colony in Staging Abyss, another brilliant idea that ended in disaster. but he knew he would get more taxes from the settlement. He sent his master of hounds Almeric to oversee the process, a very qualified man. As you understand, the pretender did not see Britannian peasants as anything else but dogs. So, it is no surprise that when war broke out between his vassals, he took no action, just sat back in his castle, drinking and courting castle maids. He even impregnated Nell, his servant, and then paid Caroccio, the overseer of the playgrounds, to marry her. He broke the succession law and wrote in his will that his illegitimate child would inherit everything. British did his best to avoid responsibility of his vassals ravaging Britannia. He financed Batlin and his fellowship to fix the problems in Britannia. Fellowship's ideas matched well with the pretenders. They started attacking all of the minorities in Britannia. British longed to homogenize people in all of his lands ever since he exiled most of the dissenters. When Avatar came back, British gave him a ship to take care of Isles of Fire, no mention of other strife. He did not care of suffering his people were going through, but Avatar fixed all problems anyway. This was another reason for the pretender to throw a feast, and even when Guardian attacked his castle, he feasted and drank while his subjects were murdered. He angered his servants so much that they went on strike. If it was not for Avatar, this incident would have ended horribly. Year and a half later, after Guardian's defeat, Lord British finally bothered to search through Batlin's belongings. Yes, he did not even bother to look at the belongings of the man that tried to destroy his realm, and of course he just sent Avatar to fix his mistakes. During this time, sleeping sickness spread, killing many of British's subjects. He did help his human subjects, but he did very little to help gargoyles and imps. These two races had suffered tremendous losses, something the pretender enjoyed quite a lot, as he enjoyed getting rid of dwarfs, elves, fuzzies, and many more. Rumors also spread of British suffering from nightmares. Maybe his conscience started bothering him? Who knows? Around this time, he started to lose his youthful looks, not because of stress as his underlings claim, but because of the abusive lifestyle he led. He held many lavish celebrations, where over-drinking and overeating was a norm. Not to mention, we do not know what type of diseases he might have caught from his many liaisons. An evil column erupted in Britannia. Our great ruler sent Iolo to investigate it. And when he did not return, British did nothing else. He also allowed monsters to roam freely to block bridges and walkways. I suspect he just wanted to keep his soldiers close. Many of the Britannians were already getting sick of him. So, he started putting little effort, like killing Lord Blackthorn and helping Avatar to destroy Guardian. But really at this point is too late to fix the problems. Land of Sozaria is now only 1/4 of its size. Most races are gone. Nobility is replaced by British royalists. Gargoyles are decimated. Our hero, one and only light in the dark times, is gone, heroically sacrificing himself to save Britannia once more. This pretender, British, has truly destroyed Sozarian way of life. This man is truly an intolerant monster, man who is destined to put an end to our civilization. Hopefully I did a decent job of exposing this monster. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this.
If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment. Thank you very much.